Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Webcast. I'm your teacher, Mr. Dobbs. I just want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on this week and wrap up Unit 1. So to start off, I just wanted to welcome those who are in the course now. I know a few of you have finally logged on and started handing some things in, and let's try to get those things in as soon as possible. Before we get into that, I just wanted to let you know that I did update our news feed to include a message from our e-class principal. It's important that you watch the webcasts if I do upload them from Mr. Russo, because he does have some vital information for you guys. Sometimes it could be things like dates or times changed to the course, whatever. So it's important that you watch them. They're normally not that long. This one is for resetting your password if you need to. If anybody has any issues, you can email me, and I can also get that done for you as well. Now, let's talk about our first unit coming to a close. So if I click on Medieval Foundations, you can see that you should be finishing it up now. And in our calendar, it shows that I've actually changed the date. So your activities are now all due on July the 11th at midnight. So that is basically Monday night at midnight. So you have all of Monday to do it. I know um, I had it previously set to Sunday night at midnight, but I want to give you guys the extra day. Unit 2 begins at, as you can see, 12:26. I'm not sure why it's set to that time, but I can change that if you guys want to work on it a little bit earlier. Um, but Unit 2 basically is dropping on Monday, so start to think about the Renaissance period and things like that, as well as the due dates for that unit as well. A couple of things to keep in mind, and I've had a few questions, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about this. If there's due dates for all of the assignments in each unit, it's imperative that you don't hand them all in at once. The whole point of online learning is to work at your own pace. So I have been having people who are handing me maybe one task a day, two tasks a day, and that's totally fine. If you try to do 9 tasks in one day, you'll be able to finish them all, but you won't get the feedback from me that will allow you to be successful moving forward. For example, in this last unit, you were to give me an introductory paragraph on heresy. I was going to mark it for you, hand it back with some feedback, which you could use for your essay assignment. But if you hand it all in to me on the day, you're not going to get that feedback. And you're also putting a lot of pressure on yourself to try and get it all done in one shot. So my suggestion is to take your time and go through it a couple things a day. Don't try to put it all off to the last second, because you're really not going to get too much out of the course. Um, the other thing I wanted to talk about is discussions. I have 4 or 5 people that are really involved in the discussions right now, and that's about it. Um, these discussions are definitely going to affect your mark. As of right now, you guys have been doing pretty well on the assignments. Your marks are fairly high because you all seem to be very good at writing and things like that. But if you don't participate in the discussions, this will significantly alter your mark. So you've got to make sure you participate, you do what is asked of you, and again, don't wait till the very last second, because what's the point of having a discussion if no one's going to look at it, if you put everything in at midnight? No one's going to look at it on Tuesday morning, right? So let's make sure that we get that all squared away as well. Now, your next due date, I'll scroll down here, is July the 17th, I guess, is when everything's due. Okay, I know it says, yeah, I guess it hasn't updated yet. So July the 17th is when Unit 2 is going to be due, and that gives you another good 6 days to get Unit 2 done. It is a very, very interesting unit on the Renaissance period. I'm going to try to do some webcasts as lectures this time to make it a little bit more entertaining for you. But ultimately, it's probably the biggest unit of the summer, so it's important that again, take your time. Don't wait till the end, because if you try to start things at like 10 o'clock in the afternoon, the day that it's due, you're not going to be able to finish everything, and it will cost you. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, right, your heresy essay assignments. Some of you are probably working on them as I'm recording this for you. Please, please, please make sure that you include citations. This is essential. With no citations means I can't verify. Everything that you hand in to me is going to be run through Turnitin as well. So if there's any plagiarism, I'll just send you a screenshot of where it comes from, and depending on how much it is, there's a possibility of getting a 0. So it's important that you do citations, because if you copy and paste something, but you cite it, that's okay, because you're utilizing the resource to explain yourself. But if you just throw it in there and pass it off as your own work, that's not going to go very far. Also, I need a proper thesis, 3 points, explaining what you're going to talk about. That's why we're doing the introductory paragraph first, so I have an opportunity to kind of tell you what I'm expecting from a thesis. I'm going to go easy on you guys for the first unit with the essay, but as we move through the units, the essays are going to be more and more difficult, I guess. My grading is going to go a little bit more tough because I'm going to be expecting a lot more from you guys. And lastly, 1.9, for those who haven't got to it yet, is literally you just tell me the topic that you're selecting for your ISU. So it's very, very simple. Just tell me what your topic's going to be, and then that's what you're going to be using for your major research paper for the summer. Okay, I think that's it right now. This went a lot longer than I wanted to. 6 minutes is way longer than I wanted to. But good luck getting everything in by the end of tomorrow. And again, if you have any questions, please email me. Feel free at any time. I'm trying my best to stay up on top of that stuff. And we will be seeing each other in a couple of days when Unit 2 begins. Okay, take care. Have a great rest of the weekend.